Hi everyone, my name is Srinivas Medeboina. Today I want to explain topic called distributed tracing. I will explain in a full stack project so you can easily understand yeah, what is distributed tracing. Distributed tracing is the tracing where a single user request can travel through multiple services. So uh, this is not monolithic application, sir. We have multiple services, right? So user a single request, it will travel through each service. While if I have any issue, we need to debug. In that debugging, it will help you a lot. I will explain that. Let me take you through with this. Yeah, see here, we have four backend services: booking service, notification service, payment service, seat service. Yeah, before that, I want to ask one question. Have you booked any ticket? Is it a movie ticket or railway ticket or bus ticket? We already booked, right? Yeah. Uh, while we are booking, if you haven't received any email notification or you haven't received any message, you couldn't confirm that your ticket will be confirmed or not. So same problem we have here. I will show the problem. Without distributed tracing we have problem, right? I will explain the problem. What is that without distributed tracing? So I will show this image. Yeah, see here, problem. Yeah, because we are using microservices, we have booking service, payment service, seat service, notification service. Each service has each that own logs. Logs is the textual information, while it will help for the debugging. So see here, booking service have some logs. Here we are showing received request, validating input. Same like payment also it have receiving payment request, payment authorized, seat notification. Every service have it own logs. It will help for the debugging. What if notification service is down? You haven't the user will not get any request, right? Any notification that your payment has been failed or your payment has been success. Wait for some minutes. You will not get any. Yeah, this is the problem. And here the biggest problem is which service, which logs belongs to which booking. We can't find. Here booking created, we don't have any ID. If we have ID we can find that. For suppose my booking ID is 32, my payment ID is 32, my seat ID is 32, my notification ID also 32. If I have 32 for everything, so I can easily found I can easily trace with 32 ID. Is that booking service failed? Is 32 booking is failed in payment service? So we can traverse to the each service, we can find the cause. That we are going to do. For that I have built a full stack application. First I will explain the front end code. uh, you can easily understand what we are going to do. Yeah, this is the app.jsx. So I take in constant movies. I want to explain this concept with movie ticketing application. So here I am taking movies, constant movies, and I am taking constant theaters, seats, steps. Constant means it will not change in any state. And here I using use effect, use state. Use state is the state. Uh, we are maintaining the state internal this application, internal this page. State is the data which is coming from inside, right? So for maintaining the state I took use state. So on page reload it will show null. On page reload movie theater will automatically set to PVR. An email user@example.com. uh, on page reload it will take automatically this. So that's why we are maintaining state with use state. Yeah, use effect will work on page mount. Whenever the page reload, first it will work with the use effect. Whenever page reload, what we are making, see, whenever in use effect we are doing undo click, and we are adding the add event listeners, mouse down, mouse up, this events we are using. Yeah, the mainly we are using start over function because we are calling this function inside the use effect. Whenever we load the page, we are setting the step to 0 because we have 4 steps. If you see this, 1 is movie, 2 is seeds, 3 is payment, 4 is done. So we are making the step 0. So every time we reload the page, it will go to the step 1 and set movie. No movie will be selected. Set null, set seat null. So no seat will be selected. But theater we are making defaultly PVR. See here, set theater PVR. Set last request null. So we will not showing the last request. If we want to show the last request, we need to add another function and another events here. Yeah, this is the basic front end code we are using. In the return we have the JSX, the actual code, the actual UI we are getting. Yeah, actually we have the problem, right? I will show the problem with UI. Yeah, this is the UI I have built. Here I have built a screen box application. Here we can find any movie. Right now I want to select Spider-Man, continue to seats. Because we have set PBR default, it automatically set to PBR. In the PBR I want to book B5 seat, B5, confirm and pay. So the amount is 250. So because of default it will take user at the rate of example. Here I want to write Srinivas at the rate of example.com. With this email I will pay. Yeah, see here I haven't received any notification that is that booking failed or is that booking succeed. So the user part is completed. There is nothing wrong from the user side. Now the problem with this developers. So as a developer we need to go to backend and we need to check the logs. See here, I will check the logs of booking service because the request will go to booking service, right? See here we have dispatcher servlet. We know the dispatcher servlet is a front-end controller, right, where it will take the user request and it will transfer it to the controller. In controller it will go to the service layer. Before coming to the controller, it will check with the security filter chain. If it is eligible to reach the controller, then it will go to the controller. Then it will go to the service layer. In the service layer where we write actual code and actual business logic. From the service layer to we will go to repository layer. Then the repository layer will hit the DB. Then if it hit the DB, we will get the information back to same way, repository layer to service layer to controller. Then it will give the response back in a JSON format. Through dispatcher servlet, it will give the response in a JSON format as JavaScript object notation format in key value pages. So we have completed that booking, right? See here, booking these 2 steps. Booking confirmed, that booking controller, right? Booking request received. The request will be received here. There is nothing wrong in the booking controller. So booking service is fine. Next we will go check that payment. The actual flow is this. It will come to the booking service, then it will go to the payment service, then it will go to the seat service, then it will go to the notification service. So we will check the each logs so you can find the cause where it is stopped. Now I went to this payment service. You can see this payment successful. Even you can see the movie Spider-Man, theater PVR, seat B5, amount 250. But here also we don't have any ID. Yeah, next we will go for the seat service. Yeah, here you can see even seat also reserved. Payment in booking service there is nothing wrong. In payment service there is nothing wrong. Now we are getting to the seat service. So seat also reserved for the movie Spider-Man, theater PVR, seat B5. Next, user is didn't receive any notification, right? Now we will go to the notification service. Here the actual cause of the failure. Connection timed out, unable to send the ticket to Srinivas@example.com. Because of this issue, he didn't received any request. Okay, but this have you feel this process is very painful? Actually, it is very painful, and the very wrong way, because we don't have any ID. Yeah, because we have only one request, you can easily find this request, this notification is failed from the Srinivas user. Because if I have 30 requests or 10 requests, out of 10, 8 is success, 2 is failed. How can you find? That is a very biggest headache for the developer. For this, I have one solution. See the solution here. Yeah, track one request across microservices using correlation ID. In distributed tracing, we are using correlation ID for the all services. Here user book the ticket, the request go to booking service, then the payment service, seat service, notification service. It will give to response to user that booking is success. But for this tracing, we are using correlation ID. For these four services, we are using single correlation ID 784512. With this ID, I can found where it can be failed. So in booking, for example, you think in this way. If I have ID, the request will be failed in seat service. So I will go to booking service with this ID. I can find okay, this booking is success. I go to payment with ID. Oh, I can find this ID, history of this ID, payment is successful or not. Then I go to seat. So I can find the actual cause. Okay, seat booking is failed because of this issue. As a developer, we will move to the next step. Logs across microservices with ID we will show like this. See here below we are showing that information, booking success, booking, payment success, seat success. Look, error, connection timed out in email service. So notification service will be the problem. So with the correlation ID, you can trace the entire request journey and quickly identify the failures. So we can, with this ID, we can find the cause. And as we discussed, we have the problem, right? This is the best solution for that. I will use this solution. Here you can see a core ID of. I make the code ready to explain you. When I click on, the code will be on for that distributed tracing. You may ask how it will work. Yeah, in backend also I will explain how it will work. Yeah. We will see the API response, so we can easily understand how it goes to the step by step. So booking Inox seats. See if I see which API will hit is hitting API book ticket. So we will start from there in the backend. See book ticket API, request mapping API, and post mapping book ticket API. This is the post API, so we are using post mapping. Response entity. We know that right, response entity will be the responsible for the giving responses back. Like we have different types of responses: 200, 201, 200 OK, 201 created, 400 bad request. Like this is the response entity with the responsible for generating that response. Here, as I want to explain in two ways, so I'm using on and off. While it is on, then this distributed tracing code will work. while in front end I click off, this distributed tracing code will not work. So that's why I'm using this if and else blocks. Yeah, here we are using log.info. So we can write logs here. Is the textual information, right? In front end we have console.log. If you have an idea, you can understand console.log. In the console we are writing logs. Yeah, booking created. We'll get the movie name here. We'll get the theater name here. We will get the seat name here. That's why we are getting logs in this way. If the booking request failed, you will get the booking request failed. Yeah, in this API we have different stages. In first stage, payment. So as a microservices, we need to communicate with different services. As a booking service will definitely communicate with payment, that payment is success or not. So we are using REST template here. With the REST template, I'm getting the payment of that movie using map.off, requested movie, requested theater, requested seat, requested amount. If the payment is true, I will write the log payment step completed. If it is not true, means the payment is failed, I'm using REST client exception. So that I am writing logs payment step failed x dot message. I'm printing the message of the exception. This is the step 1. Booking service will check the payment service. Now the second service. Payment is completed. We need to block the seat, right? So it will go to seat step. Same, I'm using REST template. I'm taking API response of that API reserve seat. Using this, I'm getting that movie, I'm getting that theater, I'm getting that seat, and I will block the seat using this API. If the step is completed, I can confidently say that seat reservation step completed. Otherwise, something error will be happen. So I will catch the error. Here a REST client exception I am using. I will write the log seat reservation step completed. I will print out the message. Next, the third step. So in third step, what we are saying, step payment received, seat blocked. Now we need to say that we need to go to that notification service. Here also I'm using REST template. Same way I'm getting the notification. I'm sending the notification with this API. So what we are mapped out of here using request.movie, theater, seat, everything we are getting. And if this service is successfully completed, notifications are completed. But what happened here? Connection timeout issue, 5.3 issue. Unable to send ticket to user at the rate of example.com. So that's why we are getting this issue in the notification service. Because of we have catching the exception, we are getting this problem into the logs. Yeah, because for issue rate. Next we will explain. Next I will explain how we will generate the correlation ID. While we are setting the on, we are generating correlation ID, right? See here. Here we are getting the correlation ID filter. So I am writing the class as correlation ID filter. I am extending the once per user request. It will generate per once per user request. As we discussed, we need only one request for the among the all services. For that, I am using once per request filter. Here you can see that we are extending once per request filter. What we are creating here? We are creating correlation ID here. So for that, I'm using do filter internal and HTTP server request. We are taking response. We are taking if an exception occurs, we are throws the servlet exception. If we don't have any ID, while in the off mode, in the front end, I have created off mode, right? Correlation of off mode. It will skip this generation of correlation ID. But we need to create when it is on. Right now it is on, so it will come to the else block. If it is here, if the correlation id we will generate. If it is not null, if it is null, or if it is the blank, we will generate the id. So here we can see that mdc.put. mdc is nothing but mapped diagnostic context. Mapped diagnostic context. It is the small bag. It will create the logs automatically, and it can read the logs automatically. The importance of mdc here for the logs. Finally, we will check the mdc.key. So in this step, we are creating the correlation ID for the service. The problem is, you can see this is in booking service. So we are generating the ID in booking service. We need to pass to payment service and also that seed service, notification service, right? I can show that how we are passing that to another. Yeah, REST template config, right? Yeah, here you can see that client HTTP request interceptors. Using interceptors, we are passing that key to other services. If we have the string correlation ID, we'll get mdc.get mapped diagnostic context. Right? In that context, we are getting that ID and we are passing it to, if it is not null, if it is not blank, we are passing to the each other service. Either it is a notification, either it is a payment service or a seed service, we are passing to each services. So what we done, we are checking the controller flow, we generate the ID, we are passing it to the each service, right? Now right now we have the issue in notice controller, notification controller. In that notification controller, we will see send a ticket. If you observe, booking controller will call send ticket. See here, API.send ticket. See here. So I will use this post mapping send ticket with the response entity. I'm getting the issue is really successful or is that failed. Here we are intentionally making false because I need to explain this concept. So that's why connection timeout and unable to send email to that email. So that's why you can see this logs. Because of this log.error, we are generating this. I think you have understand the concept. Uh, I show the explanation. So I will show that implementation. See, this is the implementation. As I explained, correlation ID filter, which is responsible for the generation of correlation ID, and REST templater interceptor, which is the responsible for passing that ID to different services. Log.pattern. In the log, how we are printing this ID. This is the flow. Front end will call booking. Then the request go to booking. Then it go to payment, service, notification. If it is successful, it will response in the same way. It will give notification service give response to seed service. Seed service give response to payment. Payment will give to booking. Booking will give to front end. This is the way. In front end, I will implement this and I will show you the output. Yeah, let me close this. Here I am adding correlation ID on. Now I will book for the movie for Avengers. Avengers I'm booking in PVR A10. Here I will write Medeboina @ example.com. See what will generate. It will generate the correlation ID 9066395. This is the correlation ID. Here also notification services and stopped. It has an issue in the notification service. So that is the problem. Here also booking failed. As a developer, we need to go to each service line. Right now we need to go because in booking service I wrote in that everything steps. See MOV 906395. Check the front end. This is the correlation ID. Yeah, related to this ID. See booking created. So there is nothing in the booking. It will go to the payment. See in the payment steps also nothing wrong. Seat reservation also nothing wrong. What you will get notification step error. So here you are getting 503 connection timeout issue, as we are intentionally making this, and notification service will generate the issue. What is the difference between that and this? See, the above one we don't have any ID. So if we have only one request, there is a problem. There is nothing problem. We can find the cause easily. What if you have n number of requests? That will give biggest trouble for the developer. Now, because of this distributed tracing, we are generating correlation ID. We are passing that correlation ID to each service. We can find the status of that request with this ID. So because use of this ID, I can check uh, I can check that logs across the application, and if even I have 30-40 requests at the same time, I can find the issue with that particular ID, and if I enter the particular ID, I will get the information and history of that request, so I can find the issue and I can resolve kindly. So yeah, so because of we are getting notification step failed, so as a developer, we need to concentrate on the notification service. We need to make them work, then the user will get the notification as successful. This is the problem. Actually we are getting the solution with this distributed tracing. So one request across the services, we found the cause and we clear the cause. Yeah, I hope you understand the concept called distributed tracing. How we are tracing each request, each service, how much time it taking, where actual problem arrives, how can we find, how can we solve with distribution ID. We are getting right. I hope you understand. Thank you.